afternoon and welcome to OT Today. I'm Anneke Funk. Thank you for joining us. Today we will be discussing all things MET with a panel of local occupational therapy students and getting a glimpse of the assessment in practice. First off, let's introduce you to the panel. Coming in at 5 foot 10.5 inches, we have Holly Bars. Holly,
Hi.
Tell me a little bit about what you like to do in your leisure time.
Leisure time? Oh, I don't have any of that. I'm an OT student.
Talk about a balanced lifestyle. Next up, don't let that blonde hair fool you. She's as client-centered as they come. Welcome, Shianna Cormier.
Thank you.
So Shianna, if you were to categorize being on this show as productivity or leisure, which would you choose?
It definitely depends.
And lastly, never late but always just on time, we have Katie Fullerton.
Hello.
Hi. Katie, pop quiz. What primary muscles did you use to just run in here?
Anatomy was last semester. I don't remember.
Welcome here, everyone. Let's get started. So, what is the MET, or MET? What does it even stand for? Like the Met Gala, New York?
Actually, it's the multiple errands
Test.
Good collaboration. Real talk, though. So what is it?
So the multiple errands test is a non-standardized evaluation that assesses one's executive functioning in performing real-life tasks. So it was originally used in hospital settings for assessing clients who might have had a stroke or had brain injuries.
The MET isn't suitable for clients who have motor or cognitive impairments or those who are bedbound. It has since been expanded to include clients in diverse community settings with adapted versions for specific locations.
Researchers have evaluated the MET to see how it can reflect real-life functioning. According to the literature, it's a powerful form of assessment demonstrating ecological validity and reliability. This reinforces its clinical utility and psychometric properties.
Wait, let's back up here. Adapted version? Does that mean that there's more than one assessment?
Yes, the MET has to be adapted to the specific setting that you are assessing your client within. So for instance, it started off as a hospital assessment, but now there's many different settings in which you can use the MET. In fact, there's one here at Dalhousie University within the Forest Building.
It sounds like a very client-centered assessment. Tell me more.
Well, I'm actually doing an assessment with my client right here in the Forest Building later. Would you like to join me? As long as I get the consent, of course.
Let's do it.
Tyrone is 23 years old and from Dartmouth. He sustained a traumatic brain injury, TBI, a few months ago. In the hospital, he had an OT whom he saw daily to get him back to doing the things he needs and wants to do on a daily basis. Tyrone's best friend and girlfriend have been really supportive to him throughout his entire recovery process this far. Tyrone loves music, and he is an avid violinist who studies music at NSCC. Recently, he has been finding it hard to run errands because of numerous cognitive symptoms, such as trouble with attention and memory, and physical symptoms, such as dizziness, he continues to experience as a result of his TBI. Tyrone's first goal from our occupational therapy session is that he will independently grocery shop within 1 hour once a week for 3 consecutive weeks by April 15, 2018. His second goal is that he will independently take public transit and arrive to class on time every Tuesday and Thursday for 2 consecutive weeks by the end of the winter 2018 semester.
Occupational therapy student Shianna will enable Tyrone to perform the adapted version of the MET, known as the MET DAL, which is performed in the Forest Building at Dalhousie University. Tyrone will perform an exercise involving 3 tasks totaling 10 associated subtasks. The MET DAL has an instruction sheet stating 5 things to do, a task involving a time and place to meet the evaluator, and there will be information for the client to obtain and record. While performing the tasks, the client must abide by specific rules. The client will have the instructions and regulations, a pen, a phone, a map of the site, $6 to spend, and a watch. The client will do the tasks independently and as efficiently and accurately as possible, notifying the evaluator when they are finished.
on, Ruby? Yeah, it's me, Tyrone. I'm supposed to call you because I'm doing some sort of a test or something. Like, I'm supposed to tell you who I am, what time it is, and what day of the week it is. I mean, you know me, Tyrone, just calling you, just, checking up on you and see how you're doing. How you doing, by the way? Yeah, school can be stressful, I know. I've been there before. It's not fun. What else was I supposed to say to you? Oh, yeah, right, date. I don't even know. I think it's like Tuesday or Thursday or something. I mean, does it really matter what day it is anyway? And I don't even know what time it is at this point. I think it's like 4 p.m. I don't know. I just want this test to be over right now. Anyway, how you doing again? How you doing? School of Occupational Therapy, Level 2, Reception. Oh my goodness, I'm late! I don't even know where I am. Are you the receptionist? I mean, the tutor. Yes, the tutor, right. Not the receptionist. I'm here. So I'm supposed to tell you my name in the program of study.
Okay.
Tyrone and... Hey buddy, how's it going?
How are you doing?
I'm doing an assessment right now,
okay.
so I'm kind of
Fancy.
busy. But I gotta get going because I only have, Well, I'm done with my assessment, finally.
Great, thank you. So before we finish things up, Tyrone, I just want to go over the scoring process with you.
Oh boy.
While you were participating in the assessment, I was shadowing you and observing whether or not you completed each task on the score sheet. I also made note of some errors and inefficiencies you had when they occurred. Overall, for tasks where you had to obtain and write down information, you often got the correct information, but it took you a long time to complete the task
It
due
did.
to wandering.
Yeah.
An example of this was... Based on my observations and interpretation of how you completed these multiple errands in the Forest building, we have a clear idea of the skills that we need to work on in future occupational therapy sessions,
Yeah.
such as time management skills and distractibility, when you're using public transit and grocery shopping.
Yeah, for
Sure. Yeah, this sounds good to you and makes sense to you?
Absolutely, 100%. I'm ready to work on those.
Okay, great. Do you have any questions for me?
I'm just really tired.
Just really tired, but
Yeah.
you're feeling good about what we talked about today and our plan for
Yes.
future sessions then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. I'll see you next week, Tyrone.
All right, nice to meet you.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, that's quite the assessment. So from what I gather, the multiple errands test is modified and new versions are created for different clients and settings. It has clear instructions, making it easier for clients to follow. It is focused on typical everyday tasks, reinforcing the importance of ecological validity. It also doesn't take very long. Well, maybe not in Tyrone's case, but that's why we have OTs. Are there any limitations to the MET?
Because the MET is not standardized, there's no normative data to compare results to. Once the assessment is completed and scored, it is up to the OT's clinical reasoning in collaboration with the client to determine goals based off findings from the tasks.
Well, there you have it, folks. Thank you to our panel for informing us on the multiple errands test. I feel like I've learned so much, and I hope you did too. Stay tuned next week for Soap Notes, how to be detailed and concise. I'm Anneke Funk, and this is OT Today. Stay classy, class of 2019.